but whilst keeping it simple.
Sajil from ICS Sports. His question is, how does it feel to have taken a maiden fifer on such an occasion? How does it feel to have won the series after such a competitive last game? And also a word on the man of the series, Johnson Charles, and his performance in this series.
Well, it's always a good feeling, to get a personal performance. But for me, I was more thinking about winning the game for my team. Um, we all know what Johnson can do. We've seen it, over the years. He's someone that always gives his all. He performs. He don't perform. One thing you can bet on is that he's going to give you his 100%.
And I'm seeing raised hands again, so we'll hop back to Telford. Telford.
Alzarri, it was almost glaringly obvious how you were the best bowler that West Indies had in on this tour. Did it feel that way for you? Did you feel as if there was somebody bowling as well as you were from the other end, that maybe you could have put more pressure on the South Africans?
To be quite honest, we have full confidence in every player. You won't always do well, but as long as you give your 100% to the team, that's the best thing we could ask for. Sometimes you set out to do one thing and it doesn't work out. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're not trying your best to do it.
Ferdos, and then we'll end with Nikhil.
Alzarri, having been part of the last T20 World Cup and now obviously this performance here, what do you think West Indies can take from this? Obviously, the next one is a while away, but what do you feel still needs to be built on, and what positives do you think can come from this to kind of build the T20 team going forward?
Well, it's a fresh start under a new captain, so we're just trying to build a team, give everyone the confidence to go out and be themselves, play their game, and not think about, if you're going to be in the team for the next tour or not. So I think we're going on a good path of, giving everyone the confidence and allowing them to be themselves.
Alzarri, Robin Powell just mentioned something about fearlessness in his post-match presentation. And I think given your style of play, the aggressive nature in terms of the bowler you are, I'm sure a lot of the responsibility will come on you as sort of a leader of the bowling attack. How much responsibility of that fearlessness brand of cricket are you taking going forward in T20 and all formats, really?
Well, whenever I'm given a job to do or a responsibility from the captain, I give my all. I relish those opportunities because I intend to give my 100%. Whether I get the job done or not, I'm going to give my all, and that's the best that I can do.
Thank you, Nikhil, and thanks to all the journalists that stayed with us tonight for the post-series press conference. Alzarri, I want to say congratulations on your maiden T20 International fifer. We're looking forward to a lot more in the future, and thank you for joining us for the press conference as well. Everyone enjoy the rest of your night, and thanks for hosting us throughout these few weeks.
Thanks, Dario. Hi, Alzarri. Alzarri, you've had a great tour with your first Test fifer and now your first T21. How would you sum up this experience? And at the presentation, Rovman was saying that, this is the kind of tour where someone like you would excel given the surfaces. Has it lived up to expectation?
I would say it's a fairly good tour for me, in all formats. Having that experience of playing here in the SA20, it really helped me along the way. So, yeah, I would say for me it's a really good experience.
Telford.
Thanks, Dario. Hello, Alzarri. Very well done. You have as we know, you have a Test fifer and a T20 fifer on this tour. So you seem to be a good person to ask. Would you say that T20 cricket has become the premier format for West Indies?
I would not think so. I think we still prioritize the longer format. But, these days a lot more white ball cricket is being played than Test cricket. So that's probably why you would maybe see it that way.
Nikhil?
Congratulations on the series win, Alzarri. Quick question for you in terms of your recent developments across formats. Last 6 months, your game has elevated to another level. Behind the scenes, what has sort of gone into your sort of development in terms of your personal work and also in terms of your mindset?
Well, it's always been, from the start of my career, always trying to improve as much as I can. It's always adding that 1% every day, getting information, using it as much as I can, and also adjusting to conditions, because sometimes you get information, but on the day it's a bit different. So it's about adapting to conditions for me.
And I'm not seeing any more raised hands, but guys, feel free to ask follow-ups, so I'll raise your hand again. And we do have one journalist in the room, so I'll ensure the microphone gets to him.
Thanks, Dario. Hi, Alzarri. Very well bowled. The West Indies tonight, Romario with the bat and then you with the ball, were outstanding at the death. And do you feel that's when you guys won the match? And if you could just chat to us about your plans at the death there, and especially in that penultimate over when you got the 3 wickets, and how happy were you with your execution?
I can't necessarily pinpoint where we won the game, but there were key moments in the game where we got some really good momentum. In the power play, Sheldon and Roston started well for us. That gave me the opportunity to come and got the wicket of Quinton de Kock. And that probably set them back a bit. But yeah, in the death, for me, it was just about keeping it simple. Not thinking too much, not trying to do too much, trying not to be predictable.